And good morning, everyone. This is Mr. Kassarian.
And this is Techrin.
And that's right, we are in multiplayer Space Engineers. After spending about an hour and a half derping around trying to get the dedicated server running, we kind of gave up.
And I was just like, yeah, if you just open it up to, friends, then we can get this started.
Yep, so we settled for the less awesome but serviceable solution of simply going with the shared client architecture, host architecture that's been in the game for a while. Because my interesting network setup doesn't seem to like what we were trying to do.
No, it didn't.
Okay, so, there you are.
Yeah, I don't have a beacon in my ship yet.
Nope, we can fix that. So, off camera, I grabbed one of these things, one of these mining haulers, or this is a mining transport. The hauler's a little big.
Yeah, the transport, or the hauler, has about 7 missiles on it. Oh, that's a mining carriage on mine.
What, the black one?
Yeah.
No, that's RCV type, ACV type.
Okay, then.
It was a mining carriage. There are some subtle differences.
Okay.
If you look at it, there are quite a few differences, actually.
A lot more rockets is the number one thing that I'm seeing, and I see your mining. Fun. Ship of Doom.
Yes, she is currently under construction. If you want to, do you want the brief tour, or did I give that to you last night?
You gave that to me last night, and I understand that you are in the process of scrapping something, but I enjoy going and capturing ships.
Oh, gosh.
So I'm going to go and grab the mining carriage real quick.
Okay. And I'll leave the refinery and a lot of the bits from that ship for you then.
Okay.
So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm actually trying to find that bloody mining cave that I'd set up. Because I forgot where it was. But while we're doing that, let me take you on a brief tour of the alterations I've made to the Titan. So, as we narrowly miss Nick's ship, I should probably turn inertial dampeners on now. Alright. So as you can see, and actually let me just get out for this. Ow, 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 ow. Bad thruster placement is bad. The actual inside of the ship is relatively unchanged. We still have the forward reactor, which will get moved. The cargo containers, which will probably also get moved. We have our windows and everything. What's mostly changed is this section, the engineering section. So let's drop down here. I put in the refinery and the assembler. You can see I've moved around some things, including the gyroscope's been moved. That's not finished yet. The gyroscopes have been moved. I put the beacon down here as well, so it's not, a bright, blinding light. It's not right in front of my bridge, all right? And what's basically going to happen to her, and I know I'm doing a lot of those off camera, guys, but honestly, do you guys want to watch me welding heavy armor blocks the entire episode? What do you think?
I do not think that would be entertaining.
Yeah, and I still haven't figured out how to do montages, really. No, not montage, but fast-forward sequences in Vegas, which is something I probably should figure out.
Yeah, that is. So
I
do see an issue with your current save game.
Oh?
There are no guns shooting at me right now.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
So this mining carriage was very, very easy to capture.
Well, they're kind of easy anyways, but...
I realized, but it was a bit easier than I was expecting.
Okay, so in that case, let's hold off until... That's interesting, because this mining transport was shooting at me when I was playing earlier.
Well, then that must be something that was recently changed. Either way, I'm on my way back to you with this.
Okay, so for those of you guys who are wondering how to capture the mining carriage, the answer is approach from the top, alright? On the mining carriage, which is mostly undamaged, it's missing some thrusters and other bits, but anyways, the weapons sit on the side of these two, and they're two Gatling cannons that are now adorning ACV Titan. The Gatling turrets sit right here, and same on the other side. The best way to approach her, honestly, is to come straight down from her top. I say her top because we are in space. Nick, oh, Never mind, you already captured the mining carriage. I was going to say business shipment.
I will.
But let's... Can we keep it to 2 ships under scrap at a time?
Okay. I'll just, empty this thing's storage out, and then I'll just send it off into space with the inertial dampeners off.
Oh,
and
gosh.
It works.
I know, but really? So apparently we're going pirate, which isn't too much of a change for me if you actually look at our ACV Titan. Yeah, she's kind of bits of other ship.
Yeah. Okay, dampeners on. And I will start grabbing things out of this. And do you still have the inventory size set up?
Yeah, it's still up to 10 times.
Okay.
Because my viewers probably don't want me to watch me run back and forth for half an hour.
Yeah, and I completely understand. And that is actually very good for me as well, because that means I don't have to run back and forth about 17 times in order to get all of this stuff from this mining carriage over there.
Do you want to just dump it into Titan's refinery?
There's more than just ores, but...
Or her cargo containers. It's basically set up pretty easily. There's there's one large cargo container for crap and another for crap. That was eloquent, I know.
Oh. That was unfortunate.
What?
I just died.
Did you run in front of a...
I turned off my inertial dampeners.
In my gravity field?
No. See, my jetpack was on, but my inertial dampeners were off.
Oh.
Because I may have forgotten to turn it back on.
So you just smacked head forwards into my ship, or a
No.
ship?
I smacked head forward into an asteroid.
Oh, that probably went predictably well, didn't it?
Yeah, I kind of slammed into the surface at about 100 meters per second.
Yeah, that'll hurt.
Yeah. And it also makes it so that we no longer have like half of the materials that I just grabbed.
That is unfortunate. So, why don't you actually not send that mining carriage off into Never Never Land?
Okay.
Why don't you dock her onto the asteroid? And because that, honestly, she has more on her than the business shipment will.
Yeah, I will. Let me just... I have my inertial dampeners on now. So I'm just going to go ahead and...
So I think I know what we're going to do with this episode, then.
Be pirates?
Build a scrap ship.
Okay.
Do you think small ship? Just to get started with it?
Yeah, small ship to get started with it. I do believe that we should be able to do it fairly quickly. And
yeah, they're less... Honestly, they need less protection than mining ships do.
Yeah, well, that's because mining ships have to deal with everything else. But yes, we need to make a grinding ship.
So, my question for you, also. Do you want to, both of us, inhabit the Titan, or do you want to build your own ship?
For now, I will inhabit my own ship.
Okay.
Or rather, I will inhabit the Titan.
Okay.
Eventually, I will make my own ship.
Okay. That works. So we can move your medical bay over to the Titan.
Yes.
And then I can actually... I have enough landing seats, so I'll give you a seat in the bridge. I actually designed the bridge for 3 command chairs, so...
Well, that is awesome.
And, yeah. So, for all my viewers, actually, this was always intended to be an SMP. Or at least... We're doing this in a bit of a different style. Whereas the Minecraft server was almost consistently SMP, with only a couple filler episodes when scheduling didn't work out. This series is going to be a little bit more ad hoc, is a good way of saying it.
Basically, we're going to be recording an episode at least every week, and whoever's here is going to be in the episode.
Yeah, that's basically... It's whoever can actually make it. So... It's hopefully we'll at least end up with at least one episode a week with me and one other person, probably Techrin. I have a friend of mine who also wants to join in. He is not a YouTuber either, so that'll be fun. I just watched that come in. I'm like, I hope to God he has inertial dampeners turned on that thing.
I didn't. I noticed, hey, I'm not slowing down when I stop pressing W. I should probably, fix that.
The best thing about the Titan is that it is heavy armor, so it wouldn't have been catastrophic.
Well, see, I was headed straight for the asteroid. I never head straight for another ship.
Yeah, that's actually intelligent. Thank you. I was watching the oh gosh.
I am going to lock a landing gear.
Do you want me to do it?
I can do it myself. I know how to. Okay. I'm just going to be locking it to the asteroid.
Okay. If I watch that thing start to shake, rattle, and roll, we're going to have a discussion.
No, it will not. So I happen to know quite a bit about this game, even though I've only played it for 15 hours.
So for the viewers, be very careful when you're engaging docking clamps as the client right now. It tends to make your ship vibrate horribly and then fly apart.
See, honestly, I haven't had that issue yet. Oh, and I'm flying off to the business shipment.
Okay. It only usually happens to ships that are underway. So
that's why you always make sure that you're zeroed out on your meters per second before you ever dock anything. I thought that you knew that.
Oh, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, it mostly pops up small ship to big ship. So there's a server where their entire purpose is to build Battlestar Galactica ships.
That sounds quite entertaining.
It actually is really awesome, and they work really well in Space Engineers. Mm-hmm. Just the aesthetics of them, because they have the big visible thrusters. And they have the forward thrusters, and they have the maneuvering thrusters and all that stuff on their fighters.
I may have an idea for one of the final goals for our series now, then.
Oh, boy. If you say build Galactica or a base star.
No, build Voyager.
Oh, gosh.
You do realize that the diagram and the blueprints for it are all online?
No, I mean, Voyager. I have blueprints sitting on my bookcase for the Enterprise E. Or Enterprise D, excuse me.
Yeah.
The two.
See, I was always more of a Star Trek fan than a Galactica fan.
I wasn't initially, and then I grew up watching. When I was young, I had a pretty serious medical condition. The long and short of it is, my blood vessels decided that my white blood cells decided that the lining of my blood vessels was the enemy and it needed to die. So,
fun!
Yeah. And I ended up basically bedbound for about a month. And during that period, there was a marathon of the old Battlestar Galactica. Mm-hmm. Like the ones my parents grew up watching.
Oh, jeez.
So, I ended up watching that entire thing, corniness and all, and I thought it was awesome. I mean, aircraft carrier in space, it was awesome.
Yeah.
So, when the new series came out, I was all over that. I was like, yeah, sign me up. I am so watching all of it. And I was actually not, unlike most remakes of classic shows, I was not disappointed.
Well, that is surprising.
It was, I screwed this up. Not a big deal. For the viewers, I can't, can I actually access? Oh, I can access them from underneath. Okay, I didn't screw it up. Yeah, it was good. And so what happened on the server is that, as you'd probably know, Techrin, if you watch the show, combat landings are a thing.
Yes.
You don't have time to slow down and stop, and
you smash into the other ship and then you start docking.
Right, you smash in into the hangar and engage your landing gear and hope for the best.
Yes.
With actual results in Space Engineers that closely mirror the show, like landing gear ripping off. Which is kind of entertaining. So, yeah.
So, just to let you know, I am on my way with the business shipment.
Yep, I'm actually watching its numbers tick down on the side of my screen. Oh, so for the viewers, and also for you, Techrin, Juliet Base has now been basically set to standby. It still has its refinery, its assembler, command share, and a reactor with a bit of fuel in it. Its beacon is active, but nothing else is active on the base.
Okay.
So it is the backup. It is the fallback. It is the oh crap, oh crap, oh crap.
Yes.
Like, if Titan is severely damaged and we lose our refinery and our assembler, we have some place to limp back to.
Yes, which is always nice to have.
Yes. So
like if, I decide to try to activate some landing gear and things go bad.
Oh, dude, if that happens, we're just rolling back.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. This thing is not slowing down. I am going to smash into the side of this asteroid.
I heard that. Where are
It's
you?
there.
I just saw my targeting reticle turn on, and I can't see the beacon for it.
That's because the beacon was maybe a bit destroyed.
Jeez. How did you even...
It didn't slow down in time, so I decided to just let the back of it take all the brunt of the damage, because all of the storage is in the front.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense.
So,
What
yeah.
was that tube connected to, anyways?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it was...
I think it was a cargo container, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. That was... Actually, dude, the cargo container's in the back on that one.
Oh, well, then...
Well, that's okay. So another notice for my viewers, which you'll probably note almost instantaneously, I have tweaked solar panels to take significantly less time to deconstruct. And Nick, I think that may copy over to you.
Why am I not able to move?
Is your jetpack on?
No, like, I'm trying to move the ship, and it is not moving.
You're, I think, pretty well wedged in there.
No, I am not!
Oh, now you're moving. You're moving.
I can make it work!
You are, in fact, mobile. Watch out, because I'm flying kind of close to you.
Okay, well, the ship is docked, I guess.
Yeah, well, she'll be the first one for scrapyard.
Yeah, that was a bit of a screw up on my part.
No problem. Ship handling, just remember on those civilian ships that they have no acceleration for their mass. They are no.
Yeah.
I mean, Titan is being built mostly of heavy armor, and she actually moves faster.
Yeah. I do see that you do have Scrap 1 docked to the asteroid.
Yes, it is actually locked onto the asteroid. Oh,
yes.
So viewers, one quick note. You just noticed that I just put these solar cells into my assembler, and it just started doing its thing without any interaction on my part. That's because I renamed it to disassembler. It's set, the conveyor system is off. Now, when you set the conveyor system on one of these things to off, you can still manually move through it. What you can't do is it's not automatic. If I turned it to assembler to use conveyor, it would pull any item possible. So any item produced by the assembler would be pulled in through the network automatically.
Which is not good.
Right, that's a problem, because if you look at my production tab for disassembler...
I see that you have a ton of materials.
Yes, I do. It is set to repeat mode, because that way, anything I drop in will automatically get recycled. So, that's just the quick trick on that. So I think what we're going to do is, one, I'm going to try and find my original mining cave in this donut asteroid somewhere. I actually think it's over where Nick crashed.
That would not be completely out of the question. I did see a giant mining.
You saw it as you sped by it and ran into the asteroid.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, there's Kess's mining. Oh, crunch.
Yeah, like, literally, like, I see a hole, literally, like, right where I hit. I'm not sure if that's actually from me, or if that's from your mining.
Is this command share still active? /have power?
In the ship
Yes,
that I
it does.
smashed? Yes.
Oh, you lost your gyros, too.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, guys, so we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, folks, so we've had a slight construction accident.
I may have slammed my head into our grinding ship, and now it is slowly careening its way away from the Titan.
Ah, there you are. All right, which one of these cargo containers should I work on? This one, because it's actually directly connected to the reactor.
So right now we are trying to
Do you
fix
have the uranium?
Yes.
There is one cargo container that is active and awaiting use.
Okay. Stop pushing me, so I can put this uranium in. Large reactor. Go, go, go!
We are active. Active dampeners are on.
Ah!
I just spun her around, didn't I?
That was quick. That was quick.
She's a zippy little one.
You should know this from my
We don't have lateral bottom facing thrusters, do we?
No. We also you just smashed off one of the
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I realize that.
So as of right now, no, we do not. We need to add those.
What did I just knock off?
One of our cargo containers.
Okay, that's not an issue.
Actually, is it one of our cargo containers? I believe.
That is a cargo container.
Yeah.
Oh god. Alright.
What are you doing?
Why don't I take her laterally into deep space here?
Yeah, just let me do it.
Why don't... Well, you're client side. Don't move her yet. Okay, I'm clear.
Yes, I may be client side, but I'm also a better pilot.
Hey. I'm a big ship pilot.
Yes, well, I'm a little ship pilot, and I know what I'm doing. Am I clear?
You are clear enough for... Nah, not quite. You know, what? Just go lateral.
Actually. There we go. There we go.
You want to roll her over so you stop going up?
Yep. Du-du-du,
Playing the old spinner around game.
du-du-du.
Okay,
There.
so where do we want to put the vertical thrusters on this thing?
Right the same way that you have them on the other one. Okay, so that means that we need to destroy this medium cargo, which is fine.
Okay, do I still have that on me? I need 4 more thruster components. And I need 6 large steel tubes. Not like we don't have enough of those.
Yeah. 6 large steel tubes, 6 thruster components, 6 construction, and 6 steel plates.
So we don't have quite as much storage as we wanted initially.
Well, see, that's fine because I need my jetpack on. I was trying to turn inertial dampeners on. I was just like, I'm sliding sideways.
Do I have
And that's
these
like,
directly on top of? Yes, 3. And then that is...
Actually, we can have more storage.
Yeah, we just go straight back from this container right here.
Yes. It can go back 2 blocks reliably.
Yeah, that's gonna... Do you want to just go back 1... well, no, because what we can do... Hold on, let's actually look at the medium cargo containers for a second. Here, let me rotate these, because we can do it. You do it like this. Like that. That. Place that.
Yeah, we can have it be on the side.
No, hold on, let me... Right, because these are derpy. Hold on. Yeah, that's not going to work. We'd have to put a conveyor right there, and then 2 on either side of it.
Well, that will work.
Will or won't?
Will.
Okay. We also need to shoehorn landing gear in here somewhere.
We can just put it on the bottom.
I kind of want like it recessed like I have on the mining ship.
See, it will be recessed because I plan on encompassing the entire thing except for the grinders in light armor blocks.
Okay.
Like, this is just the bare bones structure of the machine.
Then the thrusters will need to move.
Actually, they won't. Because it's only straight line back. It doesn't do radial damage.
Nope. Small thrusters do a 3x3 cone.
They do?
Yep.
Well, then we will just have to leave those out. Like, leave a 3x3 area around the cones off. Because at this point we've already built all of them. It will be fine, sir.
What was that?
It will be fine, sir.
Okay. Well, the other thing is, this thing isn't, like, salvaging. You don't have as much crash damage as you tend to in the realm of mining.
Yeah. And either way, it's going to be protected enough so that the only way that anything would even get into the thrusters is if it were a piece of rock that was thrown.
Yeah, and that just doesn't happen with
these kind of ships.
No. Mining ships, yes, which you heard me.
Yes, you
other
were
night
yelling
we had-
very loudly.
Yeah, there were issues with my mining design because I had. What I think happened was there was all this space up in and around the landing gear because I'm like, no rocks will get up there.
They did.
Yeah, they did. And blew out one of my large thrusters twice.
Fun.
The first time I thought it was a fluke and I backed into something. The second time I was like, nope, that was yeah. That's an actual issue. So we are almost done.
Yep. We do still need to finish up on the grinders. Right now, I am working on the conveyors themselves.
All right, I'm going to finish up the last set of the ventral thrusters.
Okay.
For those of you who are not nautical types, dorsal is the top of a ship, vessel, or fish, and ventral is the bottom.
And you did not, totally sound like a science teacher there.
Hey.
Yeah, I say it as I see it.
I know. It's yeah.
Okay, so computers, motors, and small tubes.
And don't forget, port is left, starboard is right. There are historical reasons for that I'm not even going to get into. Because then I will sound like a dork. A dork. There we go. That's how we word. Are you doing grinders, or are you doing...
I'm doing everything else.
You want me to do some grinders?
Yeah. You go ahead and work on the grinders.
We could bring her more down towards the platform now.
We could, but it's not really necessary at this point because she's almost done.
Yeah, true. Oh, did you already do almost all the grinders?
Not almost all.
I need steel plates and 6 tubes. Okay.
Yeah.
We keep running inside when there's a perfectly good connector out here.
We're always going to.
Well, it's like me running past my ME system 20 times in some episodes.
Yeah.
Are we out of plates again? No, we're not.
No. They're just not in the cargo.
There was that moment of, wait a second, we can't be almost out.
I just made 1,000 of them. Nick, what have you been doing?
Yeah, really. Have you been working on Titan's Hull? So, yeah, it's... Titans, yeah, that's a lot of blocks.
Well, of course it is,
It's a lot of blocks.
Okay, the conveyor system is basically done at this point.
Alright, so we just have a little bit more welding.
Yeah, we have the grinders. I need to finish up this medium, or I need to grab a few displays for the medium cargoes
I need
that I have to
recharge my-
finish.
Wait a second, I have a half-built ship right here that's turned on. Why am I going all the way back down to the Titan to recharge?
Yes.
That is a weird sight, though. All the sparks and everything.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have basically everything except for steel plates now because I just ran out. And
For what, the
large
grinders?
explosives. Yeah, I was just helping you out on the grinders.
Yeah, no, I have everything we need to finish them.
Okay. I just need to blaze them.
Okay,
And
so,
I am actually going to look into the connector.
yeah, I like the fact that the inventory management in this game is basically just a giant ME system.
Yeah, it is quite nice.
As long as you connect everything with your conveyors.
Yeah. Well, that's the same way the ME system works.
Well, true.
As long as you connect everything with ME wiring, you're fine.
Yeah. Though what I'd really like to see, to be honest with you, I would love, absolutely adore, to see... So, conveyor systems work, and this is for my viewers as well, conveyor systems work a lot like logistics pipes, where you have push and pull requests.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way to customize them. So I could tell an assembler only pull these types of blocks, only push these types of blocks.
So that you could just automate everything?
Yeah, automate processing, and even tell certain storage units, pull this sort of stuff into this storage unit.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, I do have a storage system.
Oh, I realize. You didn't finish up on the large thrusters on the back.
Oh, that's probably because it started flying away on me.
Probably. I need to go in... Why am I going all the way down here? There's a perfectly fine...
Do you mind if I start repainting her in black? Because...
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just going to hop inside so I can regain energy.
Though honestly, I think black and orange would be better. Black and yellow,
Yeah.
like construction ship colors.
Yeah, it certainly would.
That's actually what I'm planning on doing to the binding ship as well.
Stay away from the front of the ship. I'm going to look at this real quick.
As long as it doesn't involve you spinning around, I'm okay.
No. It involves me attempting to start the grinder. And they do work.
Hey, I can see that. Nice. And they don't throw you around everywhere.
Nope. And there's the lights.
I love the animations of the headlights.
Yeah.
The way they actually increase in intensity and then shut down.
Yeah. I think that she's finished.
You want to start her up on that wreck you had?
Okay. Oh.
Alright. I am actually going to go watch from the mining ship.
Okay.
Because that way I have a little bit of heavy armor in between you and whatever's going on out there.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I tend to...
She's a little twitchy.
Not really. It's actually just the fact that I wanted to have her flip around like that.
So I with that sort of ship, honestly, I'd recommend starting on solar panels. 'Cause otherwise they
Yeah.
just fly apart.
Stop it. She's a little bit slow on left and right.
I'm surprised with 6 bloody thrusters on each side.
Okay.
Alright, let's get out and take a bit of a closer look.
There we go. Grinding into it
You're
now.
only in contact on one side. Look at that go. So if you guys notice, watching her, the small ship and large ship grinders are actually area of effect. So he's actually mining out, and it's a 3-block area in front of each grinder. Alright? So everything that's in the center of his screen right now is actually wicked, is getting hit by at least 2 grinders. So anything in this block in line with those large thrusters is getting hit by 2 grinders at a time. Don't grind that yet. Because if you do, these solar panels will fly off. And there's nothing like chasing down some flying solar panels. So, as for what we're going to do with the solar panels, I usually throw the solar cells into the assembler and just disassemble them.
Simply because they are basically useless because they only produce about 1 kilowatt each.
I think their max is 6 now. I think.
Either way, that is still far too low.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's game balance, and because the devs added it grudgingly.
Oh, I understand, but realistically, game balance aside, stop it. Realistically, they are a bit stronger than they have them right now.
Yes. However,
I understand that, they wanted, or they didn't really want to put it in, but they did because everyone was just like, hey, you should put this in.
Yeah, I mean, and they are now talking about other forms of power generation as well.
Yeah.
Simply because, alright, I'm going to start cleaning up the underside. Well, my inventory's almost full. Hold on. I was going to say I'm going to start cleaning up the underside. So, this is one of those things where, though these machines are awesome,
you have to be very careful with them.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have chasing blocks down. And there are some uses where it's honestly better to just go in there yourself.
I do see that we do have a ton of solar cells. We currently have 266.
Yep, they don't generate a lot of resources. They just take up a lot of room.
And that's just in one of the cargo containers.
Yep. So things like these conveyor tubes, they're honestly fast enough to disassemble that it's easy for me, especially if I'm working with Nick, to just kind of go through and take them out myself. Because they're the exact sort of thing that they get caught in that area of effect, and they go flying away. Same thing with these catwalks, too. And just another tip, if you notice, I parked my ship right there.
Far enough away so that I cannot damage it.
But close enough that I can get back to her, drop stuff off, pick stuff up. Jeez. You can hear that from down here.
Well, we do have 6 grinders on it.
Imagine what happens when we get a large ship grinder.
Honestly, I think that the only better thing that we can have at this point would be a station grinder.
Large ship and station are just as fast.
Well, yeah, but realistically, why do we need a large ship grinder?
Have you seen what those are actually... So, the small ship grinders aren't actually faster per break than hand grinders. Their advantage is that they have that area of effect, so they're faster with a setup like that, where you have multiple of them hitting the same block at the same time. Mm-hmm. Station/large ship grinders are actually are faster, just straight up faster. Like, one ship I saw, the Ripsaw, was fast enough that when it broke blocks, it was almost...
that ship is spinning.
Yes, she is.
Why is it spinning?
Because you applied thrust to the top of it.
Well, it should not be spinning.
All
I
right,
do not like it.
Give me a couple seconds. Let me find my ship.
Because if it continues to spin, I will just start grinding away at the base. Because it is spinning up towards me.
All right, I'm gonna try and look for it.
It's stopped. So
Okay, well, I'm just going to bring my ship over to locker in place anyways.
That would be great.
I just need to figure out my approach path here. Come on. Come on. Got it.
Okay. Good.
She should now be perfectly stable.
Yes, because of your how many gyros on that thing?
6.
As compared to the exact same amount on this beast. That is...
Did we take the uranium out of that before you broke it?
No.
So it'll just drop when you grind it. Alright, guys. Anyways, so Nick and I are going to have some fun with this grinder ship. Just cut your grinders as soon as you...
Let me just look in my inventory real quick. Okay.
Alright, so, this has been Mr. Kassarian.
And this has been Techrin, and we will see you next time where we will most likely be building a welding ship.
Alright. Happy mining, guys.